Okay, today I've been sent something pretty special. We've got this. So, what do you think of that? Oh, hang on, something's wrong. Let's just... oh, there we go. Right. How about that? Bright orange. Love it. Now, very special because this is not painted. This is plastic. Polycarbonate ukulele. Never seen one of these before. And it's interesting. First time you pick this up, you actually think it's a bit of a toy. But when you actually start to play it and look into it a bit more, it's actually a very, very decent ukulele. As I say, you pick it up, it feels plasticky, feels like something you'd buy in a toy shop, but that's really where the similarity ends. Made by Korala. You can tell they're pretty serious about this. They fit Aquila strings as standard, so no fishing line or GHS, which aren't too bad, but yeah, they're often fitted on beginners ukuleles if you like. And interestingly, this is the same sort of price as a lot of those painted ukuleles. This is £30 delivered. Stunning. You can get them in orange, blue, red, pink and black. And personally, if you're going to have one of these, I'd go for one of the bright colours, but then, you know me, I like bright colours. So, pretty impressed with it. So, it appears to be moulded out of one piece for the back, the body and the neck. There's another piece for the head here. The top goes on, then obviously the bridge and the saddle there, and then the fretboard. Now that's interesting. That is all one piece. So the actual frets are all moulded in. The only downside of that for me is the frets themselves are the same colour as the fretboard. So if you're playing in the dark, you know, you're going to find it a little more tricky to move around, but that's a very minor point. Got fret markers as usual. I always mention fret markers on the top if they're there. They're not there on this. And construction wise, you know, the only other downside I guess is these little moulding indentations. There's one there and one on the neck, but then that's on the back. So from the front, it looks absolutely fine. Geared tuners, and they hold the tune perfectly well. In fact, as this was delivered, it was in tune straight away, so I was really impressed. So, individual strings. It's got a fairly bright tone with these Aquilas. And I'll just compare that with my previous favourite concert ukulele, the Araya. Now this one's fitted with Savarius strings, which normally makes them a lot brighter, but when you compare them back to back, this is surprisingly bright. And I think this would compare well with Tonewood ukuleles at 4 or 5 times the price. Really, really very impressed with this. It is concert size, didn't mention that at the beginning, don't think. So, yeah, my opinion again, beginners ukuleles, sometimes the sopranos are a bit tricky getting a D chord, and getting those 3 fingers in there on the soprano certainly was tricky for me as a beginner. So a concert, I think, is a very good size for a beginner to start with. And if someone's thinking of getting someone a present, you know, either for beginner or a more experienced player, this is a no-brainer for 30 quid. Yeah, really good. And I think even a seasoned ukulele player is going to be pretty pleased with one of these. What else to say? I don't know. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that I'll be taking on the rugby club coach with me. Just in case one of the forwards manages to fall on it or something. It's really not the end of the world. And actually, I think this is more robust than a wooden ukulele anyway. Partially waterproof. Obviously the tuners aren't going to be waterproof, but everything else, if you get a bit of rain on this, it's not going to be a problem. So very, very impressed. And I think if you fitted Savaris strings on it, it would actually be too much. So there you go. Korala, I think it's called Explore, in 5 different colours. Ukulele from Omega Music is a good place to go. And get yourself one. Cheers.